Hey everybody, welcome back to our Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here watching some RahXephon. Let's go ahead and send a thank you over to Yuki Ali for sponsoring this episode over on Patreon. Go ahead and join our top tier patrons, and you can go ahead and suggest whatever episode you want. But we got some comments here today, so let's see what people got to say. We got Colased from the episode Sleep and Beauty from last time, saying, just discovered the ongoing watch through 20 years ago. RahXephon was my first anime series ever. Evangelion was my second. I've always wondered how my bias would have played out had those been reversed. I shall refrain from too much spoiler slash discussion. Will Death be following? He's giving you a bit of excessive hard time in jest. You're doing fine for episode 13 of a first watch. You've picked up the presence of multiple Haruka Ayato time-related shenanigans. You'll solve the details in time. I'm putting a pin on your having her as a baby comment, though.
Including this comment, Griff, that's giving you props, is
yeah.
the only hint I'm going to be giving you this episode. Because they gave you props and gave you hints. So
that's perfectly fair. Thanks, Cole said. I appreciate. Hope you're enjoying watching us watch it and enjoy me being confused at the very least.
If you have any hints that you want to give Griff, put them in the comments, and I may deign to give him some.
It is funny, like looking back and wondering, like, I wonder how the first set of anime you watch like influence you. Obviously, starting with RahXephon and then Evangelion is gonna set you on a particular path there. I think, right?
I mean, mine was Galaxy Express 999.
I think my first three, excluding Dragon Ball Z, because that could have happened at any time, was Gundam Wing. So, I mean, obviously we're here, right? The second one was Sailor Moon because it came on like just before that. So I was like, okay, I was watching. And the third one would be whatever the hell that one was on before even that, where it's like the five samurai and
Ronin Warriors.
Ronin Warriors, that's it. And one of them is like stuck in space or something, and I remember nothing about that show except that they are samurai, they have multiple colors, and they occasionally have a superpower. That's all I remember from that.
My first three came on before anime was really being aired over here. Mm-hmm. So before Toonami and all that. So I remember Galaxy Express 999 from a TNT anime late night block thing that they did where they played like 3 or 4 anime movies. I can't remember any of the other ones. I used to tune in for that because they used to do like Godzilla blocks and Monster Mash and all that. Oh, sorry, Monster Madness. Second one I can remember was Armitage the Third. Actually, no, it must have been Bastard. The capitalized Bastard with like 3 exclamation marks. Because I think I bought that at like music and movie place when I was doing work somewhere.
The local Suncoast at the mall or something.
No, like I was off like in I was off in a different city from where I live, and yeah, it was at a mall there, and I bought that, and then I think I bought next after that Armitage the Third, which is a movie like Galaxy Express is.
Right, so classic Theta, always with like the very eccentric taste. There we go.
Well, I mean, they're not eccentric. Galaxy Express is tied into the whole Captain Harlock universe sort of thing. So that's a very popular series. Mainstream, if you'd say. Bastard is actually kind of mainstream, and that even got remade recently. I think it's on Netflix. And Armitage the Third might be the most eccentric, because that's literally about humans and humanoid robots living together. And Armitage is a third type in that she can actually get pregnant. So it's literally about the segregation of robots. It's kind of like the Matrix animated movie.
Right.
Where that whole thing, except, I don't know, a little more so and a little less so, because it's of its time, which is like early 80s anime, I think. It's either that or it's early 90s, but less thought out than The Matrix, I want to say.
Right. Yeah, where The Matrix, like, very clearly has, like, very expressly focused on themes. I could see like an early 80s, not entirely focused, but we have our theme like down pat kind of show.
Well, I mean, it's not
definitely dwell there for a while.
It's not
you
completely.
You could do the Animatrix for 2 more movies.
It's not completely niche in that. Well, I mean, the Animatrix, specifically the one where Unimatrix Zero or whatever, when the robots form their own city and then the humans go and destroy them, that sort of thing. That one specific story in the Animatrix.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not very niche. They made like I think 2 movies after it too.
Mm-hmm.
Niche requires it to be like a one-off thing that barely anybody knows about, and then gets no sequels. That's real niche.
Yeah, that's hitting on cult favorite status right there, I think. But speaking of cult status, RahXephon. do we actually have a RahXephon movie or anything?
There might be a what do you call it? Not a culmination
Compilation?
movie. Compilation movie that puts everything together, but I don't know.
Okay.
As far as I know, we're just doing the show. But that's up to Yuki Ali. If they decide tomorrow, hey, I want to switch and like you guys watch a different show, that's on them. If it turns out there is a movie, well, that's actually a different tier on the Patreon. So I don't know.
Yuki Ali, please let me finish the show. I have to know what I'm doing here. I have to figure this out.
It's entirely on Yuki Ali. If they want to, stop, they can stop whenever they want. Obviously, if they want to switch shows, hell, who knows? We might get another patron on that level who decides 2 RahXephon reactions a month.
Right. But speaking of RahXephon, last episode we had sort of a Quan episode. Was this the one where she gets her mech, or it is denied, or am I thinking like of a previous episode?
Close.
That was the vibe I was getting from that. She starts the.
It's the season 1 Symphogear episode. Remember? Does that help you out, any?
Season 1 Symphogear. Oh right, where. No, we don't have an entire auditorium die.
What's the biggest thing that happens in season 1 of Symphogear?
Main girl gets her power.
Is that the biggest thing?
There's a big thing. The main girl's dead all along.
There's a big thing that happens in the first season of Symphogear that literally is in the background. Yeah.
You said first episode.
No, I said first season. The entire time I said first season.
What is the most important thing from season 1?
That's literally in the moon? Okay, there you go. Does that remind you of anything that happened last episode?
Well, we definitely have a whole lot of weird mystery going on around Quan, her origins, what's happening with her, and basically being denied getting a cool robot. So I'm trying to like remember some of the language that they were using last time, which is like
Japanese, I think, actually.
Yeah, exactly. But more specifically, the way they talk about having it like the pilots are the ones who grow the mechs or something. And that kind of sticks out in my mind as like, is there even weirder stuff happening here? And the answer is yes, it's RahXephon, but I feel I'm not going to get an answer to that until we're like at episode 20, I think. We're still a while out.
Not from me, anyway.
Well, not for you, for sure. So, I guess heading into this episode, I forgot what the next time was. What do you remember about this one? Or anything that you want to go ahead and hint at me?
I'm certainly not going to do what you just did to me in Seed, implying future information about a show.
But, I mean, space whales.
Don't exist.
Well, space whale. No space whales in this show, though, I think. So I
say...
I haven't seen them yet.
I feel like RahXephon was the kind of show where I say, do they exist? And you would not fucking know.
Honestly, maybe the Dolums kind of count as space whales. Maybe there could be a whale-shaped one. I don't see why not.
I mean, why not? Who would have known that Evangelion, those things were fucking angels?
In fact, this is a show about a world suffused in sound. And you know what makes sound? Whales, because whales also have whale song. So they are definitely going to pop out of the water with their own RahXephon equivalent piloted by a whale.
Point of argument. It's not a world suffused in sound, Griff. It's a world suffused with sound.
No! Well, on me being wrong, I say let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some other things, go ahead and follow us over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all support challenge, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below. Join the Discord. Like I said, drop all the hints you want in the comments. I might give Griff the most confusing one that you send me.
So,
what are you gonna pick out of the opening this time, Griff?
No clothing. That must mean no, I still think this is a trans allegory.
You watch the opening once a month, Griff, and you never take it seriously, so you never pluck anything out.
I mean, we have the Graveyard of Souls right there, where Reika, I think it is hanging out.
I also appreciate that you close your eyes every time you try to remember something, so you miss more of it.
It's like, yes, let me close my eyes at the most important part every time. Oh, look at that, I missed something again.
Well, I mean, like, Old Man and Cloned Assistant are fucking in there, and you never noticed them once.
I figured they're just showing off characters, you know?
Yeah, but you never pointed them out before. Or even after they were introduced. You never pointed them out.
So Theta, what's the most confused you've ever been in an anime?
I don't know. Not off the top of my head.
I think I'd probably have to say the episode where Goku and Piccolo learn how to drive.
That's not confusing. You understand what's going on. I'd probably say whatever anime I fell asleep at the beginning and then woke up at the end would be the one I'd be the most confused for. Yeah, I should probably go with Tomodachi Game. Not because I fell asleep. I was awake for the first parts and I still didn't fucking get it. Time after time.
Are we gonna get to time traveling then?
Time travel. Time after time is a good time travel movie.
So she's hanging out on base now, which isn't good.
Yeah, she was there last episode, remember?
Oh, we have like the intrigue now.
I just can't get Cynthia Lauper out of my head now. Why do we keep coming here to this place where people vanish?
I guess because no one else comes up here.
いや、いいネタを提供していただきました。お礼と言っちゃなんだが、こっちも一ついいことをお教えしましょう。陸道省吾、あなたのおじさんのことですよ。
おじさんのこと？
そう、そのおじさんにね、娘さんがいたのをご存知ですか？
おじさんは独り身よ。
そう。
That doesn't mean he can't have one.
これがいたんですな、なぜか。その娘さんは17の時に家を出てしまった。と言ってもあなたが生まれる前の話だ。知らなくて当然ですな。
だからおじさんにもし娘がいたからってあなたに何の関係があるの？
まあ最後まで聞いてくださいよ。その娘さんが東京
で Let me tell you all the juicy details, yes.
こいつがまた振るってるんですよ。
回りくどいわね。
神の名と書いて神名。いい名前だ。陸道博士はその謎を知ってる。ただの引退した考古学者じゃないようだ。調べてみちゃいかがです？
Does that mean she and Ayato are related already in a different way?
Griff, if I was to say to put pins and shit, I'd be throwing pins at you all scrap.
No, that is an important detail there, but I don't think that's actually a character name we've seen. They're just throwing the implication.
次はフェーズ2のデータ。
すごいもんだね。
いいのですか？
財団からの供与だ。表だって拒否はできないよ。
しかしあれは
言うな。
It's not a Gundam.
生八つ橋。食べるかね。
Look, that cookie better be important. So who's in this one?
That's not shitty.
Well, that's a pretty good demonstration of superpower right there.
I think the point is it appears to be something that we made.
いえ、パイロットの
神名綾人くんですか？
ええ、姿が見えないようですが。
Huh, Griff? That name that you thought we'd never heard of before appears to be somebody.
Alright, there we go. Oh, that just seems annoying to try to dock.
ホールディングボルトロック完了。全機関停止。ファーストゲートオープン。アルファ V1 回収。
隊長、最高に活かしてましたよ。
ま、パイロットの腕よ。
Oh, she's piloting it.
こ
Hell
いつは
yeah.
隊長のものですから、せいぜい乱暴に扱ってぶっ壊してください。量産1号機はこのキャッシー・マクマホンがいただきますから。
なんだと？こいつ。
I'm actually
Texas.
kind of happy she's getting it.
綾人くん見かけませんでしたか？
いや、それより見たかい？すごいよバーミリオンは。この機体一つで東京ジュピターの絶対障壁を破れるんだから。
本当ですか？
ああ、だからこれが100機もあれば一気に東京ジュピターに進行できる。
With 100 though, you could take over the world, honestly.
こんなもんあったからって何になるのかな？
And that's when Rita Repulsa shows up.
少佐、ちょっといい？
Time to tell you to stop ruining our fun.
別に。ただはっきり言ってあんなものテラに必要ないんですよ。
なんだと？
だってそうでしょ。テラは軍隊じゃない。
ごまかすな。自分は軍人じゃないとでも言うのか？ね、少佐殿。
あくまで専守防衛が目的です。でもあれは
Now
明
kiss.
らかに侵攻が目的の兵器だ。
じゃあオーバーロード作戦は進行じゃないのか？
あれは地球連合主導の作戦です。
作戦立案はお前たちだろう。
僕は反対しましたよ。
反対？黙認だ。お前は私の仲間が死んでいくのを黙認したんだ。そういうやつのことをなんて言うか知ってるか？
なんです？
偽善者。
Is this a war where you're trying to stop the aliens or not, man? You gotta decide.
どうよどうよ。
すごいですね。
だろ。もうこれであんたの梅雨払いはお役御免だ。
そう簡単にいくかな？
そういえばあの可愛い少佐が探してたぞ。
え？
今隊長となんか話してるみたい。
じゃああなたの撃ったミサイルでどれだけの人が死んだと思ってるんです？
人？連中はムーリアンだ。
どう違うんです？ムーリアンと人と。
違うに
Color of their blood, I guess.
綾人くんとあなたもですか？
Place of origin.
Are we revealing secrets?
なんて言った？おい、カミナに MU フェーズ反応が出てたのか？ムーリアンだって言うのか？答えろよ！
今の話忘れてください。
カミナ。
すいません。
I'm gonna run away.
綾人くん待って。
なんだ？
そうなのか。
Yep, more drama to ruin everybody, right?
Absolutely. Let's have the teenager take everything the wrong way.
I think he took it
At
the
least
right
he's
way.
being a nice guy.
Pretty sure he took it the right way. She really hates the Moo. She found out you're part Moo or whatever.
Did they realize that from the beginning? I guess that's just not a public secret then.
Yeah,
I
that's
kind of assumed
literally
it
what
was.
was indicated, yeah.
I know, how did you not figure it out? Alright. Only a couple people. Some little bit of laughing.
利用してただけなんでしょ。僕がラーゼフォンを操れるから。
Yep.
情けないな。君がじゃない。自分がだよ。情けないね。こういう時に一発張り飛ばす気概さえないんだから。
いいですよ。
Because that era.
どうせ僕は
Yeah.
そんなの関係
The
ない。
era smacking everybody.
君は君だろ。人は
そんな機弁聞きたくありません。
人
Oh,
は
look, he doesn't
人
have
とつなが
reflection.
ってるんだ。僕がここにいられるのもそうさ。だから君もここにいていいんだ。君として。D1 警報だ。
いいですよ。言ったって。戦ってあげますよ。
行かなくていいよ。
It's funny to put characters like him into context. Him, Kira, Amuro. In context with like 86, right?
Yeah.
People that are fucking repressing you, but you'll still go out and fight. Versus them. Fine. I'll go out and fight even though you're laughing behind my back.
It almost seems a little bit, well, he is childish, right? Yeah.
こいつでカミナを解放してやれるはずだった。戦わなくていいように。ただ笑うためだけに。なのに、ムーリアンだと。
アルファ V1 発信いけますか？
Here's the real drama. I'm trying to make a better life for the aliens that I'm trying to destroy. What am I doing, actually?
Well, yeah, because he's going on and on about how many people did they kill. That's why the other guy was like, well, what's the difference between them and people?
神野は
防空圏イエローライン到達まであと350秒。
D1 進路変更を確認。快適予測時間修正。接触まであと300秒。
They're just sending it straight out on an attack mission. Okay.
了解しました。
Well, pointedly, it changed course to intercept them, so.
目標減速していきます。
Man, been a while since I've been here, huh?
My favorite Mario Kart level.
Mission accomplished.
あなたの検査は全く問題なかったそうよ。よかった。家族と離れて寂しくない？ラーゼフォンに乗る以外できることあるわけ？辛かったら我慢することないのよ。
Ain't no fair, she got 2 times.
Literally everybody has been telling you, you don't have to do this, be yourself.
どうして乗る気になったの？
僕は乗れるから。行かなきゃ。
I mean, to be fair, there's not a whole lot of things in the world that you're the only one who can do it.
僕は
Even in real life.
Oh yeah. You can always be like at the top of a field of something, but usually there's at least 100 other people who can also technically do it. Yeah, Nani indeed. What's
ラー
up?
ゼフォンにハートレートシグナル。ハヤト？
行きます。行かせてください。出動命令を出した覚えはないよ。
ちょうどいいわ。バーミリオンとの共同作戦のデータも欲しいのですが。
ラーゼフォンが発信します。
I appreciate that they branded the vermilion so much that even our head cuffs or ear cuffs have vermilion written on them.
If you gotta have a brand, go all the way.
花は摘んだかもしれないがね。
Just meaningful interjection.
He's a Quincy.
邪魔なんだよ。僕だってやれます。
なぜそうしたか分かってくれるよね。
わかりません。わかりたくもない。
冷たいな。だけどシャンパンは冷たいほどうまい。
You know, revenge is also a dish best served cold.
君もそろそろ一人になれるべきだ。自立というやつさ。
They ruined my brain. I want to know what they're talking about, but we're just doing something else. Oh, hey, mini Tokyo Jupiter.
And that's when the Sympho Gears had to explore the entire universe to find the device that would let them out.
Oh, it circles around.
エルフィーさん、これじゃ同士討ちになります。うるさい。
なぜ出てきた。お前が出てこなくても私一人でやれる。
そんな、僕がムーリアンだから。そうなんですか。
私はお前を信用できるほど強くない。
そんな。
He's having a real bad reaction to this.
Well, I mean, you get it.
What?
She was.
あなたの世界じゃない。なぜならあなたは言うな。
They realized they were about to expose too much of the plot.
There's that girl you think doesn't exist.
Yeah. Hey, Mishima, how's it going?
あれを除くと、オリンはヨロテを取るには至らない。
君は死んだはず。
そう見えただけ。
See, even he thinks she's not real now.
Despite other people saw her.
Yeah.
幻か。
An illusion.
君は誰なんだ。
私はイシトリ、そして三島レイカ。私はあなた。
You need to make.
Alright, I called that one at least.
I think you need to make a concept board, Griff, so we can fucking figure out what you think is going on.
The concept board at this point is going to be a circle. The only way you can escape is drama. What a trap.
It's one of those shows where communication is difficult.
To be fair, Ayato was an angsty teen who was never good at it to begin with. When it comes to her, she's experiencing a mental breakdown, apparently.
それは汚れた鏡。歪んだ音しか返ってこない。
I'm glad we picked up the mirror analogy at the end. What? Whoops.
I love we always get the clock on scene so we know exactly how much time has passed.
Answer, basically 0.
You don't know, it's been like 10 minutes.
俺がやったことは
Haven't been
I'm not
looking at
really
the clock,
reading
Griff.
clocks.
Literally, we know clocks are super important in the show, and you're never looking at the clock.
It already rang.
That's actually different from what it would look a second ago. No, a second ago it was 5 minutes in the future. But it could also have been before animation.
All right, the new mobile suit is still super cool.
やったぞ。ラーゼフォンがなくたって勝てる。戦いにあいつはもう必要ない。
I don't know. I think it's gonna be hard for you to figure out the metaphysical shit.
No, he's going into angsty depression.
ミスヘレナ、バーミリオンのデータは揃いましたか？
ああ、38分7秒も戦えば十分でしょう。
20分ほどだったと思いますけど。
Time shenanigans.
So what are your revelations from this episode, Griff?
They dropped like 5 different things, but they did a drop, and then they went right back to the action and didn't address it. But yeah, there we go.
Doing that.
The big one is, so we're forming the family tree, right? We've got the uncle married someone random. That person is the Kamina family, and then there's Ayato, who's the kid in there, I'm pretty sure. And not like the mother or something. So that means then that Ayato is related as a... What would that be, a nephew then? Cousin? I need to map that out to find what the right word is.
Like I said, we need to get you set up with a concept board so you could...
Am I making a relations tree or a family tree? I don't know anymore.
Griff, I'll put this out there. If I make a concept board and give you editor status, and I put all the little pictures with the people's names on it, would you do anything with it?
Tell you what, I'll totally do that. I think we can work it out. So, gosh, but we also had like some other reveals. I'm trying to put it into words because there's too much. There's too much right now. What do we got next time? Oh, that's new.
響く音色伴いて記憶を遡らん。次回第15楽章子供たちの夜夜は音に満ちて。
What?
So the world's suffused with sound, Griff.
We're going back to the war now. Hell yeah, okay. What are all the state? I need to go back and just write them all down. So we got the family reveal. The weird doctors are working all together. So the conspiracy started to come together a bit more, I think. We have the you're trying to make a new world kind of thing and you're gonna be alone. Clearly I feel like they were about to make another Tokyo Jupiter there for a second. Just out of their pure angst.
What you saw in their readout, right? Back at HQ when that happened?
No, what did the readout say?
Oh, I'm just saying when you said they were about to make a new Tokyo Jupiter, the readout showing the energy discharge was basically larger than all of the islands around where they were.
Yeah, no, yeah, I saw that. It was absolutely huge. I'm just like, oh wow, yeah, that's gonna end everything, isn't it? And of course we have all of the Moo shenanigans that are happening, or at least everyone's feelings about them starting to get intermingled into stuff. I think the thing that I get the least is the broken mirror metaphor that they're using here. I'm not sure how that fits into like literally everything else, which is way more clear.
I think it's more confusing that they're using it with sound metaphors still.
Yeah, little confusing.
The broken mirror will reflect the sound poorly, and it's like, know what a mirror's for?
I guess Ayato is on some introspection, trying to figure out why he's valuable as a person or why people want him. He comes to the conclusion that the only thing he's actually good for is being the pilot, because otherwise he's just a student who's just is kind of good at art, which, you know, perfectly fine to be. You don't have to be good at everything right away, right? But that's still what he figures as his thesis. And then he goes out to fight because it's the only thing he can do, and is then proved that, nope, we don't need you, you are actually worthless. So I guess the mirror here is our other pilot, the new mobile suit, and, well, the fact Ayato does not feel he has a purpose outside of whatever his destiny is piloting the RahXephon. I guess that is the best I can put together for that metaphor.
Remember that she's one of the pilots that came in there on the first episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she's indicating when she's talking about what's the difference between people and Moo, how many of her comrades died if it was all pointless to begin with.
Right. Is everyone in Tokyo Jupiter technically a Moo then? None of them seem to think so on the surface. I
think it's technically Moolian.
Yeah, Moolian, I guess. Are they all Moolians in Tokyo Jupiter? Is that what they were implying or saying?
No, the whole argument was more about he doesn't think Terra needs this weapon, and she's like, well, we have to fight the fight. And he's like, Terra doesn't fight fights, we're not a military organization. She points out that they have military ranks. It's kind of the whole argument, is Starfleet a military force or not? Because they all have military ranks, and they do military things, but they're not military. Yeah. And she's pointing out
a lot of argument of that over in Star Trek, but like right here, yeah, absolutely. Like, what is the point of this organization? What are they trying to do as an operational goal?
Well, she's pointing out that they did a thing for Terra, and a lot of her friends died, or comrades died, and he's like, well, we didn't do that, we did that for the Federation. It's like, he keeps coming back to everything military is Federation caused, and he doesn't believe Terra represents that. That's when he makes the whole, he's a boo.
I guess there's a little bit of Japanese self-defense force kind of wrapped into that too, like the idea that you have only a defense force, not an aggressive army, which most countries on Earth have an army specifically just for defensive purposes, and you only kind of escalate when you're going to go invade.
I don't really think that's coming into play here, because remember, the Federation force, that's the giant fleet off the coast of Japan, and the bases here, that's the United Nations, basically.
Yeah.
And Terra itself isn't like the Japanese Special Defense Force. It's a specialized organization. Kind of like the Evangelion group, whatever the heck was called, I can't remember.
Right, but I guess it's the idea of purpose that I'm getting around to here, which is, what is Terra trying to accomplish? It is doing an active role in apparently stopping attacks when the Moolians send like Dolems, and that's its primary thing it's doing. But it's also doing a whole lot of extra stuff, so there's a larger operational or strategic goal than just we are playing defense, right? What is that? The answer is there's at least 3 different groups that all have completely different ideas in Terra, and none of them really agree, is what I'm getting.
Well, I mean, we've seen Terra's symbol, the round symbol thing with the angel in the middle, and the words around it. What does that say, Griff?
What do the words around it say? Can I get like a Terra image here? I don't think there's one in the episode
I
here.
dare say your first result is going to be from a DC character.
RahXephon Terra emblem. Well, I'm definitely getting plenty of RahXephon here, but I'm not getting like the.
Are you not? I found it pretty damn easy.
Go ahead and like toss that at me then.
Oh, do you want that? Here, I'll just send you the search link. You can pick and choose what you like.
Oh, there it is. So apparently adding emblem removed everything. Terra.
Yeah, usually I look for like the
Imperiano-
logo when I need stuff like this.
Yeah. Imperio Rapid Mova Rocky Armeo. Okay. That's not actually readable. You're sassing me.
Am I?
You're sassing me a little bit. But I feel at least like the first part is at least impossible to be interpreted without going and looking up Latin or something, which is like, okay, Earth Empire, maybe? Is that what they're actually after?
I'm surprised that that's the limit of your effort, that you're not willing to look up Latin.
I would need to sit here and do some more research on these words. What does rapid mova mean?
Really? Did you not say that out loud and figure it out as you were saying it? What does rapid mova mean, Griff?
Are they just making up words or is it Latin? That's what I need to know. But no, I guess, okay. So
Terreno
maybe...
Imperio Rapid Mova Rexia Armeo. Broken Esperanto for Earth Empire Rapid Response Army.
Okay, that's...
You're not willing to look it up, Griff, and I'm willing to
there.
make the hurdle for you.
Now, of course they are a rapid response force. Again, I said that's their primary thing they've been doing. But what do the people there want as a larger strategic goal? Is it just empire? Is that it?
The feather in my hat today, Griff, is already rapid mova. What does that mean?
All right. So I think that's at least enough being silly right here. I got things I gotta dig into here. And I think we're going to go ahead and come back to that. But for right now, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?